crow? She turned around, carrying Yuyu's body. She gave him a long, hard stare, as if she was trying to remember where his face. She saw his face, but then she gave him a blank look. Oh, it's you, Kurama. What are you doing up there? Come down! He coughed, choking on the smoky air. As he struggled to breathe, he watched the flames slowly climb up the stairs with his tearing eyes. No. No. I can't. Why should I? Why are you doing this to yourself? Please, just come down. Why? Why? Can't fucking escape this. No matter what we'll do, we'll still have to face judgment. She squeezed the corpse tight, closer to her. She looked down and saw the lids were wide open, and the eyes were staring straight up at her with some strange fear. She held him up awkwardly and slid his eyes shut with one hand. Don't look at me like that. Don't pity me. I'm just not worth that, you know. Never was. I was just one useless thing everywhere I went. Don't say that. It's not true. Liar. You wouldn't miss me? Yes, I will. Thought of you not being close to home, the thought's torture. I mean, yes, I'll come home, but I won't be happy because at what cost did I go home on my own for? You can come home with me and we'll forget about this as much as you can. Don't you remember what we said? We'll go eat lunch and what he said too. That we'll get out and eat that giant ice cream thing, go play video games and stuff. So then we'll be so far from this fucking place that we won't remember we were here and it'll all be a bad memory. What? Without him? Why don't we dance on their graves while we're at it? His sisters. But they would still want us to be out here and live on without them. Don't you think so? What? Would that take away the pain too? Once. She held the body closer and groaned. She mumbled. Yeah. That's what I thought. Without looking up, she continued. And a step away from just jumping into the flames right now. It probably won't work. But are they real? I can't tell the difference anymore. You're not going to tell me why I shouldn't, are you? It's hot as hell in here. So you see it too? Everywhere I look down, this is all I could see. She turned around but paused and waited for his reaction before she went up the stairs, flames climbing up after her. I could only say in an audible whisper, "No, come back." He started choking on the smoke. He stepped out of the room to get fresh air, intending on going up the stairs and pulling the crow down with him. He shoved the door open and saw there was nothing in there anymore. It's just an empty closet. Dropped to his knees. God. No. No. He curled in the corner of the closet and cried. He walked down the hall and just kept walking. He bumped into someone, but he didn't look up, already knowing who it was. So I'm the last one left. There was no reply. I guess that's a yes. Now I know all about that. So this is my punishment. I say that now. I'll go home and take everything that will come get me without a fight. The way out is the same way in. It's not blocked anymore. If you know that it was in the first place, Chrono replied. Oh, thanks. I start walking away. Wait, isn't there a way around here? I'll take that way instead. His foot went into a hole in the floorboards and he fell on his face. Cursing under his breath, he rolled on his back. Chrono towered over him, the sickle in his hands. What are you? Did I tell you could leave? Didn't you say that you're accepting punishment and that you'll accept more without a fight? So what's the problem? The sickle up, ready to strike him. Chrono got up and ran away. You can't run! He flung the sickle at him and tore the back of Chrono's shirt. Chrono shoved the door open and slammed it shut. Holding it shut with one hand, he reached over and grabbed a chair to put under the handle so it wouldn't open. Can't keep running. But this can't hold the door for too long. The point of the sickle cut through the door. Come think of it. Why am I running? What am I thinking? I could ask that later. He turned around to get a head start. Hey, wait. Does he have wings? So he can fly and then he could... Oh, shut up. God damn it. Froze when he saw Pyramid Head walk into the fountain. It's over. But Pyramid Head didn't make any attempt to attack him. Instead, it just stopped at the fountain and left its great knife leaning against the fountain. Chrono stared at the knife curiously, but then turned when he heard the window next to the door shatter. Chrono started coming closer. Chrono ran to the side of the fountain, furthest away from Chrono. I stared at the knife. So you really think I can lift this thing? I can drag it, but I can't pick it up enough to do any damage. But even then, I can't even move fast enough to the top of the mountain. The fountain was sliced off, and the blood shot out of the exposed pipes. He tried to get up, but he slipped on the blood. He rolled out of the way before the sickle could have stabbed through his head. Why are you running? There's nowhere you can go to. This is the only way you can be rightly judged. What makes you think that you'll find justice in your home? Is this really the best way? There's a chance it might still work. I just have to get him away from it. If I let him know and think about using that knife on him, it's game over. Just killing every one of us without a chance to redeem ourselves? Redemption? Don't make me laugh. You've displayed to me again and again that you don't deserve it. You've had plenty of time to find it, but you never did. You all couldn't just walk away because you didn't really want to live. You can't suddenly turn back and say you're sorry when you're on the electric chair. Chrono rolled back to where he was and grabbed hold of the fountain, trying his best to ignore the blood that was dripping on him. Unconsciously, it licked his lips, regretting it when he tasted the saltiness on them. Why are you the one to punish me then? Not the gods that live here. Haven't you heard? Chrono closed in on him, stabbed the blade into Chrono's left shoulder, whispered in Chrono's ear. God can't save you anymore. You're too deep in hell for that. Chrono reached over for the handle of the great knife with the strength he had, and he pulled it over, turning the blade to cut through Chrono away, sliced him in half, and at the same time Chrono tried to do the same to Chrono. The cut was too shallow to get it to Chrono's heart. Chrono tried his hardest to swallow the vomit that leapt up his throat, but it still came up. He slid away from the dead body and tried to get as far away from the range of blood from the fountain. God, I hope he didn't get into arteries or anything important like that. Not a doctor, but pressure on the wound with the hand, just to be sure. Watch the fountain for a few moments. It would be beautiful if it were water. It would sign that thing is really fucked up in the head. So when someone was 8 years old, it was 100 degrees out, and the pool ended up with a hole so he couldn't go in it with his mother. And she took out the sprinkler from the garden. and he ran around in there. In our clothes. We came in dripping wet. We didn't think to grab any towels, so the floor had to be mopped. I felt tears dripping. It looked just like that. I wonder if it ran like this when she came. I wonder if she thought about that when you ran in the sprinklers. Wish there was someone that was listening. In the end, none of them could be saved. Didn't come in time to save Hiei, Yukina, and Makuro. He heard some footsteps and looked over. It was Pyramid Head. I feel so stupid for saying this, but might as well. Thanks, I guess, for help just now. I mean, giving you another chance. What? The voice. Is it? What? Pyramid had removed his helmet with some difficulty. It was Shuichi. You need another chance. Get out of here. Push that car off Nathan Avenue while you're at it. We don't want it here. Oh. Okay. Well, I've seen weirder. This probably isn't what it really looks like anyway. I guess I'll call you Kane now? That was all he said. He turned around and walked away. Carl sighed as he watched Pyramid Head go. What's that supposed to mean? He sat there for a few more moments and then he returned to Nathan Avenue. He saw his car was still there and he went to the front seat, imagining what could have been. He got out and started pushing the car down the road. He kept pushing it until he saw a knockdown sign that said Silent Hill City Limits. He pushed it a little more. Once he passed that stump that once held the sign, the car suddenly turned on. Of course he'd turn on now. He went back in the driver's seat and turned the car off again. He ran his hands through his hair and smacked the wheel a few times. He laid back and sighed again. He looked in the back seat and saw a couple of dog-eared novels and a few magazines. He saw there was a phone on the passenger seat. He dialed the number, knowing it would be his last. Hey, Dad, is this you? Or the last phone call he made? I know that you can't hear me, but if you hold on to the phone long enough for me to tell you everything, I know that I don't know my intentions anymore. What was I thinking? Why was I so stupid that I can't believe it at all? I'm a horrible person for just giving up like that. I can't put what I want to say in words. I'm sorry. I can't take the pain away, but sorry. I love you, Dad. You and Shuichi both. I'll miss you. He hung up. Turned on the radio. Let's see. You look like someone who'd love Led Zeppelin. Hey, Dad, who was it? I didn't say anything to him, Shuichi asked, looking up for his homework. Was it another telemarketer again? Those guys have been calling a lot. I don't know, Shuichi, but it felt like... He sighed. Never mind. Wonder when Shuichi's gonna call. He hasn't been home in a while. Hope he's alright, or that he didn't forget his cell like he always does. Yeah. Stare at the window. Yeah. Found himself staring at the street again.